Hello students, welcome to second half of summer 2015 semester. This is Statistical Methods, the second stat class, MGT 2120. And here are some basic information about how to contact me. My office location is Fletcher 106. My office phone number on campus is here. But I would suggest that you don't use these because since this is an internet class, I will not be available on campus that much. But you can contact me using this Google Voice phone number. This phone number will follow me wherever I go, so I'll be able to respond back to you very quickly. Now my office hours is 12 to 1:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'll be available in Google Hangouts, and we can do text chat or audio chat or video chat if face-to-face help is needed. Now the easiest way to contact me, of course, is using my email address, and this marks.utc.edu address is specifically for students. Only students use this email to contact me. So I give priority to this email. So if you use this email, you will be getting responses back to me really fast. Now I check my email during the day quite often, so you can expect very quick response from me within an hour or two during the day. Much faster than that, but certainly within an hour or two. Okay, so I would recommend that you use this email to communicate with me. And here are the prerequisites for this class. Make sure that you meet the prerequisites. Okay. Here is a course description and the topics that we'll be covering. Now the textbook for this class is the Anderson Sweeney 12th edition revised textbook, and I will be using the MindTap platform from Cengage. Now some of you may have used Applia in the previous semester when you took 2110, like in spring or fall. Now if you did that, then you would find that this Applia code, which if you bought the Applia code for 2 semesters, now that Applia code will not work in MindTap. Okay, but if you have a valid Applia code for the second half, you can exchange that Applia code. You can turn in the Applia code and get a MindTap access code for free. So make sure that if you have an Applia code, you get a free exchange if you have a valid Applia code. If you don't have a valid Applia code, of course, you have to buy a 1 semester MindTap course access card, either from the bookstore or you can buy it online. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Now here are the options that you have. Either you can buy the MindTap access code, which comes with the e-text of the textbook, of the book, a complete version but electronic version. But if you would like a loose leaf hard copy, then this is the ISBN number, then you can buy that either from the bookstore or online from Cengage. Now here is some information, important information about course conduct. I will discuss the course conduct and Blackboard in a later video. Okay. Right now I want to just highlight this and make sure that you understand. You read through this and understand it very clearly, and I will discuss this in more detail later on. And it is very important to log in to UTC web page using your Marks UTC ID before trying to access Blackboard contents, because all the links that I have provided in Blackboard requires you to be identified as a valid user, meaning a UTC student. So if you're not logged in with your Marks ID, you will not be able to access the content. The assessments, so we'll have exams, chapter quizzes, and homework. Now exams will be offered through MindTap. Okay. There are 2 exams, midterm and a final. Then there will be chapter quizzes from each chapter. So each chapter there will be multiple choice quizzes, problem quizzes, and then the problem set quizzes. So there will be like 2 or 3 quizzes from each chapter, okay, each having different weight, and they will be made available through Blackboard well, will be in MindTap, but link will be provided in Blackboard. So through the Blackboard link, you can get to the MindTap quizzes. And then there will be homework every week covering the topics that we discuss. And the homework is strictly Blackboard. So I will provide a shell file for you. So you'll download the shell file from Blackboard, you'll complete the work, and then upload the completed shell file back in Blackboard, and that's how homework will work. Okay, if you do not upload a completed Excel file, then you'll get a 0. And if you send the completed Excel file by email, that doesn't count. If you have any questions and you want me to look it over, yeah, you can email it to me. But emailing is not same as submitting the homework. Submitting is only through Blackboard. A file that is not submitted through Blackboard will not be graded. So here are the exam information. Okay, so chapter quizzes and homework, and there will be due date for each of the quizzes and each of the homework. And late policy is laid out here. Read through this. You get 2 free late if it is within 3 weekdays of when it is due, and after that there will be penalty. And if you have 5 late homework or quizzes, then you're not going to get any more late accommodation. Now this is a strictly internet course, so therefore you need to have access to high-speed internet. And not having high-speed internet access is not, temporarily, suppose if it goes down or something, and that's not, repeat, not a valid excuse for submitting anything late. So you need to plan your activities sufficiently ahead of time such that last minute hiccups are avoided. Okay. All the work will be done either in Excel 2010 or later with data analysis. Okay. Now Mac is not supported. If you have Mac at home and you want to use Mac, then you're on your own. I will not be able to provide any assistance for Mac. And you need to familiarize yourself with Google plus Hangouts. And if you want to have face-to-face question and answer session with me, then you have to have a web camera, a device that has webcam. Okay. Now once again, communication, I repeat, use my Google voice number so that I will be able to contact, return, get in touch back with you really fast. If you leave a message in my campus office phone number, I may not be able to return, I may not be able to get your message in time. Okay, so there are some statements and pledges that you have to, these are covered in Blackboard, so you need to be able to do all this. And here is a course outline for the 6 weeks, what chapters will be covered. So pretty much the first week and a half will be review of your first STAT class. So chapters 1 through 9, we will skip chapter 4 and 5. And again, in these chapters, I will not be covering all the materials. I'll be highlighting, or I'll be picking out topics that are important for our 2120 class, and I'll be covering those. Okay. And then we have chapter 10 through 16, and we'll pretty much cover all the topics from these chapters. And here are the exams, exam 1 and exam 2 dates. And here are some more important dates to remember.